I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else, but not for me. Love was out to get me, that's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw her face, now I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, ooh, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. You're welcome to sing if you want. I thought love was more or less a given thing. Seems the more I gave, the less I got. What's the use in trying? All you get is pain. When I needed sunshine, I got rain. Then I saw her face, now I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, ooh, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Yeah, I saw her face, now I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, ooh, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. I'm in love, I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love, ooh, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Thanks.
Good morning, friends. Good morning. My name is Valerie Bryant, and I'm thrilled to be a brand new member of the Board of Trustees here at UUCA. Perhaps setting some kind of record for newbie enthusiasm, since I only joined as a member in March. But I'm really happy to be here. Thank you. I love UUCA because it's a place that invites me to become the most authentic version of myself. It's a place where I have felt welcome to bring my spiritual questions, my messiness, my joy, and my sorrows. And at UUCA, I have the privilege of walking alongside other people who are on their own search for meaning. We aim to be a community that supports one another, even as we arrive at different answers to life's big questions. We are a community that upholds the sacredness of all people, all backgrounds, races, genders, sexual orientations, and disabilities, both seen and unseen. Our goal here is to come for community, find inspiration, and live with purpose. Whether this is your first time sharing your Sunday with us, or if you've been a member longer than I've been alive, welcome, and I'm glad to be with you today.
That was a perfect board welcome. Thank you. Good morning. I'm the Reverend Carol Thomas Sissel. I serve this collective as the Minister of Social Justice and Community Development. It is a really good gig. Sunday mornings come together from a multitude of places. Music has to come in, we find words, a sermon gets crafted, but none of it would happen if we did not do this together. It does not happen alone, it takes a village. I'm very happy to have our musician with us this morning who is going to play and sing and accompany us on this journey. There is a little bit about Maureen in your order of service if you want to read her bio and learn some more about her. We also, of course, have our tech dudes in the back. Couldn't happen without them. We have you all online who are part of this collective. It takes a village to make this happen. We are all glad to be on staff here and to be part of that village that creates church. And you help create church too. One of the ways you do that is by building the community in ways large and small. So let's do that right now. Let's build some community. Please say hello to each other, meet someone new, rise, embody your spirit, and greet each other. I know you love talking to each other. I hope those conversations continue at our fellowship hour following the service. Please do two things at fellowship hour. Talk to each other, but also visit the table for PFLAG. PFLAG is the Share the Plate group in the month of July. There's more about them in the order of service, and they would love to talk to you also. And now our call to worship. Welcome. Welcome to this place of possibility. This is a love hearth. This is the home of hope. This is a refuge for minds in search of truth unfolding, truth ever beautiful, truth sometimes strange. Here, compassion is our shelter. Freedom from protection is where our hearts lie. Here we don't fight the storms of bigotry and hate. Here is a safe home place. What we do is find comfort and courage. What we do is develop the vision to see the unseen, to glimpse what is good, and to remember that our lives are filled with abundance. And then we take that abundance out into the world. So come in. Bring your blessings and burdens, your laughter, your tears, and come in. Let us continue in worship together this morning.
This morning, we light our candle of compassion and solidarity with those in our country and around the world who are experiencing loss, grief, violence, war, or loneliness. We send our thoughts to those across the globe who are experiencing instability, uncertainty, and armed conflict, and we remember those closer to home who are impacted by gun violence. We light this candle as a reminder that racism and systemic inequities continue to perpetuate harm in communities across the country. We light this candle as a vigil for justice in the face of adversity and democracy in the face of darkness. I light this candle for all of us who have been broken and wounded, yet still hold hope for the future we can build together. May we hold those who are suffering in our hearts as we work to create a more just and equitable future. Now I invite you to join me in lighting our chalice this morning. The words are printed in your order of service. We gather together as a community of memory and hope to celebrate life and its infinite possibilities for love. We light this chalice as a symbol of the light within every human heart. May our individual sparks meet and merge, bringing both light and warmth to the world.
Our opening hymn this morning is number 361, Enter, Rejoice, and Come In. It falls in the old favorite category. Please rise, embody your spirit, and sing with gusto.
Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your ears to the song. Open your ears to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of some change. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in.
Hold on. So we're going to sing the last verse again.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Just enter.
Yeah, just that last one. So this is actually the song that people sang as they walked into a camp service. Do you all know what a camp service is? It's outside, it's hot, there's a big old tent. There's going to be hours and hours of preaching. Several ministers are going to roll through. So they sing this song to raise their spirits because they know they're going to be sitting for a while in the heat. People have fans. They're handing out cones of water because there weren't paper cups yet. There were those paper cones. So I'm going to ask you to sing the last verse again as if you were going to a camp service or a tent revival.
Okay, so we'll pick it up.
Yeah, let's pick it up a little bit. Awesome.
Dun, dun, dun. How does that sound?
That's good.
Dun, 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 dun. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Enter,
rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Let's do it. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter,
All right. I would like to invite any of our young folks or young folks at heart who might like to come up for our wisdom lesson today and join me here on the front. Thank you. Good morning. All right. Well, one thing. Welcome, everyone. So, if you want to see our story today, I think we're going to have it on that screen over there. So if anyone needs to move so you can see the screen for the pictures, that's okay. I understand. If you want to sit over there, if you want to sit next to Rev CTC so you can see that screen. Our wisdom lesson this morning is a book called Sharing a Shell, and it's by Julia Donaldson, and we are going to learn about abundance and sharing this morning. So here we go. This is going to be story time this morning and our wisdom lesson. So, Sharing a Shell by Julia Donaldson. Look, a crab with no shell running along by the sea. Tap, tap, tap. You can't come in. You can't share a shell with me. Or me. Or me. Or me. Look, a gull with a wide open beak. Run for your life, crab, hide. At last, in a pool, an empty shell. Quick, crab, scuttle inside. One crab, safe in his shell under the summer sun, roaming all over the rock pool in his wonderful home for one. Look, a blob, a bright purple blob. What can this blob thing be? Go away, blob, whoever you are. You can't share a shell with me. I'm an anemone, not a blob. Please let me share your shell. Give me a ride to look for some food, and perhaps I can help you as well. Look, a fish with jaws open wide. Fresh crab for dinner, here goes. Out shoots a tentacle, quick as a flash, stinging the fish on the nose. Two friends share a shell under a sky of blue, romping all over the rock pool in their wonderful home for two. Look, a brush thing trying to get in, wiggling and making a fuss. Go away, brush, whoever you are. You can't share a shell with us. I'm not a brush, I'm a bristleworm. Please let me in, don't be mean. I love doing housework. I'll suck up all the scraps and keep the shell lovely and clean. Three friends sharing a shell down by the sparkling sea, rollicking all around the rock pool in their wonderful home for three. But look how they've grown. The shell is too small. You're getting too heavy, says Crab. I'm fed up with being your taxi. It's time you found a new cab. Really, says Blob, how ungrateful. Here I am, slaving away, scaring off all the fierce fishes. If that's how you feel, I won't stay. Peace, cries Brush, but nobody hears. The other two creatures split up. Blob finds an empty ice cream tub. Crab finds a nice paper cup. Crab in the cup, Blob on the tub. Each one pretends to be glad. Brush, doing both lots of housework, knows they're lonely and sad. Look, a storm, a terrible storm, crashing and flashing all night. Two homes smashed on the rocks. Oh, what a terrible sight. But look, a shell, a beautiful shell. Crab and anemone stare, too shy to speak to each other, too proud to say, shall we share? Listen, a voice, and out pokes a head from the whelk shell, washed up by the foam. I'm ready, I've done all the housework. Come on, climb in, welcome home. 3 friends sharing a shell, happy as housemates can be, rocketing all around the rock pool in a wonderful home for 3. So now we have the chance to learn about what happens when you think about sharing and all the good things that can come from abundance. So now we're going to go ahead and sing you all off to your RE classes. The congregation can help me in singing our song here.
Peace to you on your way. May you grow in love each day. Meeting new friends and opening your mind to the wonders of the world you will find. To the wonders of the world you will find. One more time.
Have you all ever had roommates? Did you live in a shell? No. Did you like having roommates? Yeah, sometimes. I believe in abundance. I don't know if I want to have roommates, though, to be perfectly honest. I'm kind of a stuff person. This is the point in the service where I move you deeper into worship. It's a new point where, in lieu of a prayer or a meditation, today I'm going to offer you a couple of readings. This verse is the journey. We are all on a journey together to the center of the universe. If we look deep into ourselves, into another, it's a center which everyone needs to reach. It is a holy journey. First, you need only look, listen, and notice and honor the radiance of everything around you. Next, play. Play in this universe. See those shining things around you, the smallest plant, the creatures and the object that are in your care. Wait. Be gentle. Be nurturing. And listen. Here in the center, we experience, we accept, we remind one another that we really are here to grow in care. We begin to embrace others as ourselves, and we learn to live the best way to live, as one, but among many, the center. Thank you. This is about risk. To laugh is to risk appearing the fool. To weep is to risk appearing sentimental. To reach out for another is to risk exposing one's true self. To place our ideas, our dreams before the crowd is to risk embarrassment or loss. To love is to risk not being loved in return. And to hope is to risk despair, and to try is to risk failure, and to live is to risk dying. But we must hope. We must try. We must live. We must risk.
Please join in singing Spirit of Life. It's on page 123. Spirit of life, stirrings of compassion, blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand of life to shape the justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me. Oh, right, sorry. I have to get those words out. Fuente de amor, y al corazón, cántale tu campana, sopla valor, sube en la mar, hasta moldear la justicia de la vida.
Each week, this congregation gives 70% of the money collected during our offering to an organization whose values resonate with our own. Rev CTC mentioned PFLAG, who is the recipient of our offering for the month of July. PFLAG offers community support, information, and opportunities for activism to its attendees via its board of directors and 16 community groups in the Metro DC area. These groups help people understand more about the experience of gender identity and sexual orientation of their family members and others. They create compassionate, safe spaces in a world filled with religious and cultural prejudice against LGBTQ+ people. They also provide assistance and support to trans and other non-binary individuals. You can read more about PFLAG in your order of service or visit them in the hall after the service. There are a number of ways to give. You can write a check to UUCA. You can write either pledge or share the plate in the memo line. You can go to uucava.org and click donate at the top of the page. You can give via text or PayPal. We'll take your money however you would like to give it. There's also a QR code in your order of service. So with that, ushers, please come forward.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Yes, I can make it now, the pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, nothing but blue skies. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Part of the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. What kind of day is it gonna be? It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day.
We are a community that gives. And I know I'm preaching to the choir. We give of our time, our talent, our treasure. We give of ourselves to stay in relationship with one another. Let's bless our offering. We bless and receive these gifts, opening our hearts to true generosity. And in one voice, let us be grateful when we give, be it time, talent, or treasure. Let us be grateful for our needs and the experience of vulnerability. Let us be grateful for those who share their gifts to nurture this congregation. Thank you.
Our reading this morning is called Surviving Through Reciprocity by Robin Wall Kimmerer. Scientists are interested in how the marriage of alga and fungus occurs, and so they've tried to identify the factors that induce two species to live as one. But when researchers put the two together in the laboratory and provide them with the ideal conditions for both alga and fungus, they give each other the cold shoulder and proceed to live separate lives in the same culture dish, like the most platonic of roommates. The scientists were puzzled and began to tinker with the habitat, altering one factor and then another, but still no lichen. It was only when they severely curtailed the resources, when they created harsh and stressful conditions, that the two would turn toward each other and begin to cooperate. Only with severe need did the hyphae curl around the alga. Only when the alga was stressed did it welcome the advances. When times are easy and there's plenty to go around, individual species can go it alone. But when conditions are harsh and life is tenuous, it takes a team sworn to reciprocity to keep life going forward. In a world of scarcity, interconnection and mutual aid become critical for survival. So say the lichen.
So before the sermon begins, you can talk amongst yourselves for a little bit, because I have to get my prop. Seriously, don't just chuckle, talk. Okay, front and center. First, a reading by Naomi King. Ms. King writes, "We know there is great abundance in our world, a great abundance of suffering, of people homeless, hungry, frightened, lonely, in danger, of people sick, exhausted, and wondering when this abundant suffering will cease. We know there is great abundance in our world, a great abundance of love, of people caring, building homes for those who are in need, feeding folks who hunger, comforting folks when they are frightened, inviting folks who are lonely into relationship, creating peace and safe spaces, healing and being with those who need healing, and welcoming all to the weary and the weary to a place of rest. We know we are people of abundance, people who have known suffering and will know suffering. We are people of abundance, people who have known love and will offer our love as a blessing to the world, even though we have received disappointment, lived with anguish and anger. We transform those curses into the blessings of hope and joy. As we offer those blessings to this world, our blessings then increase. A simple smile of gratitude eases our heart. The dance of joy sweeps us into the circle, and we dance too. The light of our many chalices changes the world. We are the change we often wish to see through what we give. We change. We change. We bless the world. The question, what will you give? How will you share abundance? What will you give to the world today? The words of Naomi King. My life is filled with abundance. And y'all have to excuse me for twitching because I'm hot this morning. And all my stuff that usually makes me look good is making me hotter. My life is filled with abundance. Well, at least my life right now is filled with stuff. And I have not one, but 2 storage units and a 2-bedroom condo to prove it. And that is why I am downsizing, minimizing, reducing what I own, scaling down my possessions. And as my downsizing consultant told me, I am being strategic about what to keep and what to let go of. Carol, she said, when done with intention, downsizing brings everything into clear focus. I nodded with deep understanding. She went on, if your goal is to get rid of things, there are 5 questions you have to ask yourself every time you touch an item in your space. Why do I still have this? Do I need this? Should I keep it? Will I use this thing? And ultimately, how do I get rid of it? Standing in my storage unit the other day with her, I hurriedly shifted things so the people from Habitat for Humanities could come in and get out as quickly as possible. They were due at any moment to take away all of the big things that I will not use anymore. 1 Hutchin sideboard, 2 pieces of exercise equipment that primarily functioned as clothes hangers, an exercise bike, and a Stamina X ab blaster. I never have and never going to blast my abs. 1 queen mattress, 2 queen bed frames, 1 dining table, and 4 matching dining chairs from Crate and Barrel. I was thrilled. Really soon, all of it was going to be gone. 3 men arrived, and in a matter of minutes, they had loaded those pieces onto their truck, except for the mattress. Hardly anybody wants to take donated mattresses anymore. I instantly felt lighter. Then I looked around my climate-controlled 10 by 20 space and realized I still had a ton of stuff I had to sort through, to get rid of, to ask the 5 questions of, why do I have this? Do I need this? Should I keep it? Will I use it? How do I get rid of it? I stepped over a pile of boxes and groaned. The black Sharpie message on the top of that box said, vacation memories. I thought I knew what was in there, but I wasn't exactly sure. Why didn't I know what was in my own box, a box that I had packed? Why didn't I know the treasures it contained? Well, when I packed it last fall, my mind was full of sabbatical plans and Normandy and Paris and Prague, and I really didn't spend a lot of time paying attention to what was being shoved into a box so it could go in the storage unit. And then I remembered. Vacation memories means magnets, coffee mugs, and Christmas ornaments. These are the 3 things that hold memories of vacations past. I'm not sure exactly how that tradition started, but there must have been a trip early in my marriage that was so wonderful, I needed something to immortalize it, a token of some kind, something that would easily fit into an already overpacked suitcase. And once home, would serve as a reminder of the place we went and hopefully bring forth the feelings we shared when we were there. Initially, it was magnets. Super small. Excuse me. And super small and, thank you, Amy, very specific. I have in my possession a tiny 3D relief of the heart of London, including Big Ben and a tiny double-decker bus on it. A cutout of Olivia the Pig, New York City. An image of a bobbing boat in the harbor of Honfleur, France, a map of Australia filled with Aboriginal images, and 2 small white license plates, one with my name, C-A-R-O-L, in the middle, and the words New Zealand underneath that name, and a second with a picture of a long, red, open-air bus traveling the road to the sun in Glacier National Park. Whew. Magnets are easy. But at the point when you have about 300 of them, magnets are problematic. I think it's going to be easy to pick out 5 or 10 magnets, even though I have an abundance of them. The coffee mugs, though, guys. So much harder. I'm reminding you, I live in a 2-bedroom condo. America needs a big old cup of joe. This one just because it's red. This one just because it's red, but it has flowers too, so I really like that one. I'll put it near the front. What else we got in here? Oh wait, this is another part of the red collection. Candy canes. That's only for Christmas, only for a particular time of the year. Don't get bored, the best is coming. Washington Nationals. I'll put that one with Joe, because that's a particularly large one. Wait, what else do we have? I got out of seminary in 2013. It is 2024. I still have a coffee mug that says Pacific School of Religion. Be patient, guys. Oh. This one is from a friend who makes pottery. She actually sent me a set of 6, so the other 5 are in a box someplace else. But when she comes to visit, I take this one out and I put it in the front of the coffee cabinet so she can see it. Because, you know, I actually drink coffee out of that mug. I love minis, because I do. Wait, how many do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember, I live alone. Nobody drinks coffee in my house but me. And we're at 8. Oh, here's one with the Unitarian Universalist Association logo. And red. There's a theme here. Wait, let's see what else we got. This is getting interesting. I actually only ripped this box open from the top and was like, oh, mugs, okay. Oh, another one that says Pacific School of Religion, because one is not enough. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, we're up to 10. Oh, this one is birds that have weird names. Southern Screamer, Blue-footed Booby, Andean Cock of the Rock, that's a real name, Woodcock, the Bearded Titbird, the Red-billed Oxpecker, the Rough-faced Sag, and the Tufted Titmouse. I believe I can carefully remember that my son gave this to me and said, never take it to church. Okay, just a couple more, because we do need to get out on time this week, because I kept you late last week. Oh, red and Christmas, snowmen. The perfect espresso mug. I don't make espresso at home, guys. Never had an espresso machine in my life. Oh, another snowman, because one is not enough. If I was going to keep one, it would be this one. This has a tiny gold star on it for Star Island, which I go to every summer because it's my spirit's home. What else is in here? Oh, these can all happen at once. These are more snowman mugs because, you know, in my fantasy, I make a lot of friends, and at Christmas time, they come over and we drink out of these mugs because hot chocolate out of the perfect mug really matters. Now, I want you to take this little demonstration and add to it magnets and Christmas ornaments. In the storage unit, there are 5 boxes of Christmas ornaments, and they are about this big. They are carefully wrapped. They are stuffed next to pieces of paper so they won't break. And unless I did that with every one of those boxes, I would not remember what exactly those ornaments looks like. I haven't had enough space to actually put a tree up since 2010. 2010. And somehow I'm holding on to the abundance of, with the other box I opened of mugs, 38 coffee mugs, and 5 or 6 boxes of Christmas ornaments. I don't know if that's abundance anymore. I do know I had to hire somebody to help me figure out how to let go. It's not treasure when it becomes a burden. There are plenty of other people in the world who would love to have that Mini Cooper coffee mug. It's time for me to let some of that abundance go. I thought about it seriously for a while, why I have so many things and why it's a problem letting them go. And I realized that what's going on is I'm worried, like many of you are, about a million other things, big things. And that fear is showing up and creating a scarcity. And the scarcity for me shows up in buying more things than I could possibly need. Scarcity. threatens abundance. In his book, Sacred Economics, Charles Einstein says, gifts, even those that we give to ourselves, can cement the mystical realization of participating in something greater than oneself. But perhaps what these gifts are actually doing is keeping me from being a giver. These were all given to me, almost all by me. What if I let them go and pass them on, this abundance of coffee containers? What if I moved away somewhat from the scarcity mindset? Alyssa Burdick, a mental health coach at Headspace, talks about the scarcity mindset like this. A scarcity mindset comes from the belief that there never is enough. It leads to feelings of fear and stress and competition. People who harbor a scarcity mindset often focus on what they lack, which can be a constant state of dissatisfaction. It can make you envious. It can make you lose empathy. That perspective, this focusing on what you lack, makes you feel overwhelmed and anxious. Scarcity pushes you away from the gifts of abundance. This one, I will definitely keep. Most of these, especially the 6 that are exactly the same for that Christmas party with Coco, that's not going to happen. Most of these I will have to let go because I want to let go of my scarcity mindset and instead embrace an abundant mindset. The abundance mindset thrives on the belief that there is plenty to go around, whether it is love, it is success, or resources. The abundant mindset encourages feelings of security, of satisfaction, of optimism. When you adopt an abundant mindset, you focus on the opportunities that are available. You believe in the possibility of growth. You believe that everyone can be successful. If you truly move into an abundant mindset, there's a sense of calm, a sense of joy, and a feeling that you are so confident you can be generous without losing something. Which one are you in? The scarcity mindset place, the abundant mindset place, or perhaps somewhere in the middle, shifting from one to the other, not quite sure if you need to hold on. Your work is to figure out, and if you're over here, to move more towards here. I won't talk about the amount of abundance we have in this room right now that's financial abundance. I won't talk about the amount of abundance we have in this room right now that is lodging abundance. I won't talk about the amount of abundance in this room right now that is the abundance, of food in our cars and our kitchens, and that we're on the way to the grocery store to get. We have an abundance of things that, if put out into the universe, could do an abundance of good. The UUA recently changed one of the articles in the bylaws, and it's moved into accepting what's called Article 2. There's a lot been written about that. There's been some controversy, thinking we're going to get rid of the principles, thinking we won't be the same. The one thing, if nothing else, you need to know about Article 2 is that love is at the center. And for the sake of this sermon, when you put love in the center, you can be abundant. Does that make sense to you? If you figure out, pardon me, if you figure out how to move into an abundant mindset, if you figure out how to make yourself feel safe, if you figure out that other people deserve success as much as you deserve success, if you put love at the center, all it's going to do is move you towards abundance. I have a storage unit to clean out. I have too many things. I knew I would have too many things when I moved from a big house into a little condo. I didn't know exactly how many things I had. But instead of having a sense of scarcity and holding tight, what I want to do is have a sense of abundance and let them go into the world and free myself up to let myself go into the world with that feeling of abundance. There's nothing more important than figuring out the mindset that you need to adopt, because your mindset sets the stage for your mental and your emotional well-being. You cannot choose abundance until you choose love. So I want you all to do that. I know I stand up here in front of you and I often ask you to do things, right? To remember things, to promise you'll do something. Today is no different. I want you to promise you're going to let go of something concrete. Dishes, glasses, extra bicycle, pillows you never use. If you have a dog, I bet you have more than 2 dog food bowls. Let go of something concrete and create space for love to come in. Cultivate the act of giving things away to create space for gifts of life to come in. Abundance will come find you if you make space for it. If you put love at the center and clear out the clutter, abundance will find you and only serve you well. Only serve you well. Blessed be, and amen. What's next? Music.
Our hymn is number 95, There Is More Love Somewhere. Are those mugs up for grabs? Okay. There is more love somewhere. There is more love somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more love somewhere. There is more hope somewhere. There is more hope somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more hope somewhere. There is more peace somewhere. There is more peace somewhere. I'm gonna keep on till I find it. There is more peace somewhere. There is more joy somewhere.
I invite you to join me as we extinguish our chalice and read the words that are printed in your order of service. We extinguish this chalice, but not the light and warmth it represents. These we carry with us, bringing our sparks of love to the world.
With faith to face our challenges, with love that casts out our fears, with hope to trust in each other and tomorrow, let us accept this day as the gift that it is, as the reason for rejoicing. As you leave today, take that reason for rejoicing out into the world. Remind someone of the gift they receive by living every day. Tell those you love that you love them. Look into their eyes and say unblinkingly, I see you. I love you. You matter to me. Take all the things you learned here today out into the world and have a blessed week.
Our closing song is Best Day of My Life, and I have a part for you to sing. It's a little whoa, oh, oh. It goes like this. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Great, so you'll get to repeat that, and I'll remind you, okay? It's in the verses. And you can also sing along anything that you know in this song. There's a woo, ooh, ooh part you'll probably get really quick. All right, 1, 2. I had a dream so big and loud, I jumped so high, I touched the clouds. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I stretched my hands out to the sky, we danced with monsters through the night. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Great. I'm never gonna look back, whoa, never gonna give it up. Whoa, please don't wake me now. Woo, 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 this is gonna be the best day of my life. My life, woo, woo, this is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. I howled at the moon with friends, and then the sun came crashing in. Oh, 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 oh. But all the possibilities, no limits, just epiphanies. Oh, 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 oh. I'm never gonna look back, no, never gonna give it up, no, just don't wake me now. 2, 3, 4. Woo, woo, this is gonna be the best day of my life. My life, woo, woo, this is gonna be the best day of my life. My life, I hear it calling outside my window. I feel it in my soul, my soul. The stars were burning so bright, the sun was out till midnight. I say we lose control, control. Woo, woo, this is gonna be the best day of my life. My life, woo, woo, this is gonna be the best day of my life. My life, this is gonna be the best day of my life. My life, woo. Woo, this is gonna be the best day of my life. My life. Thanks for singing.